Today we're going to demonstrate how to focus your camera system and frame your shots. We'll be using the Aerimis camera system, but the process is the same if you have a remote viewer system. Note that our older systems use the Stardock camera and our newer systems use the Axis camera. The process for framing your image is the same for both the Axis and the Stardock cameras. To get started, you'll need a laptop, tablet, or mobile device, and the Allen key that was included with your system. If you wish to connect to your camera using a tablet or mobile device, you will need a wireless router. We recommend getting the pre-configured and ready for the job router from Nupoint, as this is the simplest way to connect to your camera. For devices featuring an Ethernet port, you can connect using just the Ethernet cable, but that process will be outlined in a dedicated video separate from this one. We highly recommend that you do a test run near your office before deploying the system in the field. If you have any questions, contact Nupoint Technical Support. We are here to help. To begin, using your Allen wrench, undo the two bolts on the side of the camera enclosure and swing open the top so that you can access the camera inside. Your pre-configured wireless router from Nupoint comes with a power cable, an Ethernet cable, and a battery bank. Connect the power by plugging the power cable into the wireless router device and into the battery bank. Unplug the Ethernet cable from the back of the camera and replace it with the Ethernet cable provided with your wireless router kit. Connect the other end of the Ethernet cable to the wireless router device. It'll take a few moments, but the system is ready to be connected once the green LED on the wireless router is illuminated. Next up, connect power to the power cable on your camera system using either your battery or another 12-volt power source. For this video, we're using the weatherproof power supply offered by Nupoint. Once plugged in, the camera system will remain off until it tries to take a picture. For that reason, to focus and aim the camera, turn it on using the test camera switch located at the back of the housing. You can tell the switch is active if the red indicator light is switched on. With that complete, the camera will take about 1 minute to power on. The LED located at the back of the Axis camera and on the front of the Stardock camera will turn green once it's ready. Remember, when finished setting up your system, be sure to turn off all of the LED switches to avoid draining power. Now that everything's on, you're ready to connect to your camera. To do that, you'll need two pieces of information from the bottom of your wireless router. First is the SSID. This will be the name of the Wi-Fi network that your device will connect to. And second is the passcode, which is the password that you'll need to sign into that Wi-Fi network. If you're using the Nupoint wireless router, this passcode will be Good Life by default. If you're using a third-party wireless router to set up your system, you will have a unique password that may not be located on the bottom of your router, but should be able to be found near where your SSID is located. Once you've connected to the Wi-Fi network, open up an internet browser and enter the camera's IP address located on the camera into the URL bar. Once loaded, a web page will display the current image being sent from your camera. Keep in mind, systems using the Axis camera will require you to sign in with the username root and the password admin. Once loaded, simply press play and you'll see the image being sent from your camera. If you are using a mobile device, we recommend switching to desktop mode so that you can zoom in and out of your image. Additionally, when using our newer systems featuring the Axis camera, you're able to turn off the adaptive stream setting, which increases the frame rate and makes focusing smoother, as well as cropping your frame by clicking the full resolution button in the bottom right and moving the highlighted box to the area that you want to focus on. Please note, during the operation or testing of the camera, never point it directly at the sun, as this may cause damage to the camera's sensor. Now that your device is connected, you're ready to aim and focus your camera. If it's pole mounted, loosen the bolt on the bottom of the camera arm using the Allen key. Or, if it's on a tripod like in this video, loosen the black knob at the top of the tripod. Then, simply point your camera at your target of interest and tighten the knob or the bolt to prevent the camera from moving. Next up is focusing the camera. At the front of the camera, on the camera's lens, find the two thumb screws needed to adjust the focus and zoom. You may need to rotate the lens to access the thumb screws. The front thumb screw will allow you to adjust its focus, while the back thumb screw allows you to adjust its zoom. Adjusting your lens is an iterative process and may take a few minutes to get just right. You may need to adjust the focus and zoom multiple times before your shot is just the way you want it. Once you are satisfied with the zoom and the focus, simply tighten the thumb screws to lock your lens in position. With your focus and zoom set, your camera system is ready to go. But before you finish, remember to return the test camera switch to the off position so the system will go to sleep and not use any more battery power. All LEDs should be off during the normal operation. Next, unplug the wireless router's Ethernet cable from your camera and plug in the original Ethernet cable that came with your system. Close the camera enclosure lid and tighten the bolts on the side of the camera enclosure using the Allen wrench provided with your system. And finally, here are a couple troubleshooting tips to help you if you've had any problems along the way. Check that your 12-volt power source is connected to the system and fully charged. Make sure the test camera switch is on, indicated by the red LED beside the switch. Verify the LED on the back of the Axis camera or on the front of the Stardock camera is illuminated green. Make sure the wireless router is powered up with a green LED and plugged into the camera using the Ethernet cable. And make sure your device is connected to the Wi-Fi router's network. If you're still having issues and your camera's not running correctly, please feel free to contact Nupoint technical support so that we can help you. If you found this video helpful, you might want to view our other videos as well. You can find these on our client portal or on our YouTube channel.